that your bear hat?
Yes.
You're a colorful bear.
Thank you.
So this is the first weekend after the time change, and I was able to get off work on a Friday, pick up my little girl, we'd come down here, set up our hammocks, and we were able to watch the sunset and eat supper. Had plenty of time. I love this time of year because you get a little bit of extra time after work. You don't have to go home and it be dark as soon as you get home. So we're gonna basically, we set up camp. We're gonna camp out tonight. When it gets dark, make a little fire, add some hot chocolate. I'm gonna make a fire on my toast stove, my 750. And tomorrow morning we're gonna get up, have breakfast, and then we're gonna get out on the trail and do a little small hike. We're gonna have lunch out on the trail, and then after lunch we're gonna head back toward the vehicle and head out. So we'll see y'all a little later. We'll see you out on the trail tomorrow, but we'll see you a little later for hot chocolate and some coffee.
See you next time.
So we're all decked out in pink. We've got her pink hammock, and we've got that 20-degree top quilt that I'm using as an underquilt with an ENO housefly. Pink looks good underneath that housefly, baby.
Yep.
And I've got the Dutch half-wit since the bugs are not bad. I'm using my diamond tarp. It's 11 by 5 by 11 by 5.
This was a nice place to have a picnic.
It's a great spot. I think they liked it as well.
Are those wild animals?
Yes, those are wild animals. You're not supposed to feed wild animals because then they expect it from you, and we don't want them to expect it from us, do we? They need to learn how to eat on their own.
It looks like we're on top of a mountain.
Sure does. It's real nice and calm out here. Good place to eat supper.
We could pretend that would be a mountain too.
Oh yeah. So we got here just in time to set up camp, have dinner, and get to watch the sun go down.
And geese.
Yeah, we got to see the geese.
And the water. I like to watch the sunset down.
Yeah, I do too. This is the first weekend that the sun has changed, so I got to get off work and come down here and take you camping. And we still have plenty of daylight. Thanks, Jerry. We were able to take this salt bag and use it as our ground cloth out on the trail.
Good thing we didn't forget our waters.
Yeah, good thing we got water. We were able to use it as a ground cloth to keep ourselves clean while we were sitting and watching the sunset.
We don't want wet sticks because we want our fire hot so we can have our hot chocolate.
That's right.
Yummy.
Thank you for helping Daddy with the wood.
You're welcome.
The small stuff is here.
Okay. This is big. I'm breaking up a big stick. Yeah. There. This kind of helps me break sticks.
Thank you for going and collecting all this wood too, baby.
You're welcome. Get me a drink. Ew, my water leak.
It's fine.
Maybe we can use some of that water to put the fire out.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna need to, because it'll be self-contained in this.
Does the water have to boil?
Sure does.
Yeah. I'll already get my thing out. Wait, where is my cooking? Oh, there's my cooking vat. Here we go. Here.
I don't need your sack, baby. I got your pot over here.
Oh, you got my pot.
Mm-hmm. So you can put your sack back in your bag, yeah. So inside of my small med kit, I keep some fire stuff as well. I showed y'all this before, but basically take a little bit of this, got it pre-stripped, and you take a little bit of this.
Is that rubber?
It is, it's rubber, and it'll help Daddy get the fire going. Just light a little bit of this inside of there with the sticks. We don't inhale this. When this first starts lighting up, we stand back from it so we don't breathe it. Okay? But we take some of the bigger sticks right here. We put some of those in at the bottom here, very loosely. I found that you want this pretty loose.
Well, we're gonna try to boil the...
And then you take some of the smaller stuff. Same thing, very loosely. And then I'll light this and stick it down in there and it'll catch all that on fire. Then we'll feed it with what we already got. Okay.
Wait, it's gonna catch on fire soon?
We basically take this, make sure it's good and lit.
Put it in.
Drop it in there.
Ooh, that fire looks great.
And see the black smoke? Once that black smoke goes away, then you know it's good, but you want to kind of stay away from it.
I know. The door almost cut one of my toes off. It almost did. But it did cut through, but it didn't cut. Ooh, that's fire. I did not want to get burned. The fire looks cool.
Yep.
Whoa.
Just drop another one in.
Wait. It's getting hotter and hotter.
You feel that heat, don't you?
Yes.
I do too.
I feel like I'm gonna burn up. It's so hot. That's better. Oh no. I'm too hot. I can't move it.
We ain't even dropped this big one in yet. Watch this. It's got all that moss on it. It went up in flames.
Whoa. That was about to drop on me.
No, it's in the thing here, baby.
Good. I didn't want that stick to drop onto my hot chocolate.
Joker burns hot. Woo!
I hope this doesn't. I hope all the sticks don't drop into my hot chocolate. Ew, a stick hot chocolate. Yucky. Well, a duck would eat us.
Charlotte, I think we got that. We got a bowl probably less than from light to basically enough hot water to drink hot cocoa with. I'd say 6 minutes, easy.
And hot chocolate.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Sure is.
You.
Well, good fine morning to you hiking freaks. Woke up to another rain this morning. Charlotte laughing, talking about how she watched it speed up. Forecast said 100% sun, 100% sun on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's Saturday, and we woke up to a little bit of rain. It started drizzling, then sped up real fast, stopped. Started drizzling, sped up real fast, and stopped again. So hopefully it'll stop for the hike out, and we won't have to hike in the rain. But Charlotte says, well, I didn't bring a raincoat. And I said, well, baby, I got you covered because your raincoat's in your backpack. So we're good to go. Okay, first things first, we're underneath Charlotte's tarp here. Since it's got a little bit more space, we're going to use canisters stove this morning to get our hot beverages. What are you having, Charlotte? With your peach spoon?
Oatmeal.
That's right, oatmeal. Hold on to your pink spoon.
Pink. See? Pink.
Daddy's got the blue spoon. Human duo Human Gear Duo.
That is gray, not blue. Gray.
Yeah, you're right. It is gray. We got the gray spoon here. Human Gear Duo.
What? My spoon.
You got a dirty spoon.
It already is dirty because I drank, because I stirred with it.
That's right.
Hey, what's that?
This is a BRS stove for my canister.
It looks like a bug.
It's titanium. Want to feel how lightweight it is? Ooh, yeah. Very lightweight. 1 ounce.
I've seen a butterfly before.
Actually, it's less than an ounce because I don't even bring the stuff sack. Okay, simple as that. You hear that, folks? That's right, you didn't hear it because it does not release gas when it goes on or off. No wasting your fuel.
Give some of that so I can drink that.
We've got plenty of water, babe.
Is that rubber?
This is called a flint and steel. Or this is called a ferrocerium rod.
Ooh. Don't get your leg burnt.
She's got her hot chocolate and her honey bun. And we're getting some water going for some. She's going to have peach oatmeal. What's that called?
Peach oatmeal.
I had to say it like her. Peach oatmeal. Oatmeal. It's oatmeal. Oatmeal. And I'm going to have strawberry oatmeal. And basically we'll not use this to put the food in. We'll put the water in here, let it hydrate, and eat directly out of this package here. This is a very thick papyrus material. It is a little waxy, but the wax doesn't seem to come off with the amount of time that you pour the hot water in there. And by the time you eat it, the wax is still intact, so it doesn't seem to deteriorate on me. I don't think it's a hazard issue. At this particular point, I've not seen that. And we just hold it with this. Now you could do it probably without that. You probably have to hold it like this, and then once it cools down, you would probably be able to eat it just like this. Not quite sure, but you could put it in your coffee mug, whatever, your boiling pot. Because I used to not bring a boiling pot in a coffee mug. I always just boil my water in this and then drink my coffee out of that. I've gotten to where I drink my coffee out of this and boil my water in my main pot now. And it's either going to be a 450 or 750. If I got the kids, I got the 750. If it's just me, a 450 seems to make enough water for coffee. Real quick, I can get that, my coffee, and then while my water's boiling, I can be sipping on my coffee for my oatmeal water or whatnot. And I think we have a rolling boil starting. Yay! And I refill this canister as long as it's above, above 35 degrees. I'm not really having much trouble out of it. So, but I refill the canister. I'm able to spend basically $1 and fill up 5-6 cans. So it works out for me very well. So we're going to turn that off since we are boiling.
I slept great in my hat, but my hat fell off a lot of times. Let me show you where the ducks are.
The geese are not here. Yes. We use it to hike down hills too. But I use it as my tripod to film with. She's asking me why I'm using my hiking pole. It's not a hiking pole. I use it double deuce. Camera pole, hiking pole, tripod with an ultrapod, which is its own tripod.
Why are you hanging it upside down?
Well, because it tends to be a little bit more stable when it's upside down.
Then the show is gonna be, then the video is gonna be upside down.
No, I'll flip it around and post in the video editing. Well, we got on the trail this morning at about 9:30. I had a relaxing morning, had some good eating. Stuff we don't normally eat on a normal day. As I'm talking about eating, she's talking about horse poop. But the gist of it is, we had a relaxing morning. We had a little bit of rain this morning on and off, and it wasn't too bad though. But we started off with our rain jackets, and quickly the sun has started poking out a little bit. So we were able to take those off. And we're gonna hike till we get hungry, eat lunch, and then we'll head back to the vehicle. So we'll see you around lunchtime. You're not so hot now, huh? Got the raincoat off?
Yep. And I got my regular jacket.
Good.
I feel much better already. Hey, I found some pollen on the trail.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, maybe I might get us off the trail. Sticks ahead of us. Watch out with sticks, Daddy.
Thanks for the warning.
You're welcome.
You warned me about the horse poop too now.
Yep. Corn. Can't step on the corn. Not explode.
And what are you pretending the pollen is?
Corn.
Oh.
Can't step on the corn. Can't step on the corn. Or you'll explode. This way?
Mm-hmm. You stay to the left.
Oh, left. This one?
Try not to get your feet soaking wet.
Okay. Why not?
Go to your left, furthermore to the left.
This way?
Here. Go this way and stay to your left. Go. Use your pole.
That was fun. We have to go under that stick. I don't, but Daddy does. He's big. I'm going. It's my fan.
That's your fan?
Mm-hmm. I'm a princess.
You are? Well, we're here stopping, getting spider webs off my little girl. Tell you what, if you've got a little girl and you enjoy hiking, they may enjoy it as well. Don't assume they don't. You don't have to go far if they're 4 or 5 years old. Just get them out. Get them started doing 1 or 2 miles. My little girl can do up to 8 miles now. However, I don't take her backpacking and camping at 8 miles. We can do that. Typically, I only take her 3 miles. We'll camp, and then we'll get up next morning and hike out. But anything that you can do to get them started enjoying it, I think is a blessing to them and you. You get to bond a little bit. So get them out there. If they're not boys, doesn't matter. Girls enjoy it just as much. Forget to use the pole.
It's good for my tooth. Come over to a tree that is fallen over. We need to be careful so we don't step on the snakes and the snakes bite us.
That's right. And how do you do that? What is your first step?
First, put your foot right on the log. Look over and then come across and step down.
That's right. And what are you looking over for?
Snakes.
That's right. Pretty stream underneath.
Alrighty. Nature can provide things that we don't have. And this kind of nature is a log for our seat and this stick as our backrest. And this is how you do it.
That's a perfect seat.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be our view as we have lunch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. This here. And maybe on the way home we can have supper at a restaurant.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm. That would make more time for us to spend time together.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a little date. I mean, it is. I'll get my pink spoon. Pinky spoon.
Pink spoon.
Pinky spoon. And that goes right to me. And you do not use this for ice cream. No spoon for ice cream. And now ramen noodles.
Some ramen. My favorite, creamy chicken. No water left over, just enough water to soften the noodles and let it soak up. So it's creamy and not a soup. My way of doing it.
Does it have chicken in it?
It's got artificial chicken flavor.
Oh.
A little makeshift holder.
What is that?
That cube or this? That is the seasoning artificial creamy chicken flavors.
Is it spicy?
No, it's good.
I want some on mine.
You get it. Promise you. I switched it up. This time she's going to eat her noodles in her pot. And we've got some crackers here that we're going to throw in this thing as a snack.
Thank you.
You gonna tell Mama about our adventures?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she would love to hear all about our adventures and the unhealthy food we're eating.
That makes me giggle.
Okay. Where's your pink spoon?
It looks so good.
It's going to be yummy. Just enough water so it'll be creamy. We're going to put the spoon in there, seal it up. Just like that.
Let it soak in.
We're going to let it soak. We're now going to get enough for Daddy. We're going to make enough for coffee and Ron.
This is a good view while we're sitting here, Daddy.
Sure is. It's a nice dinner table. Or lunch table. No release of gas. Charlotte, what do we do with our trash? Do we just throw it on the ground like some of the trash we've seen around here?
No, we put it in your truck.
That's right, we put it. I brung this out, which typically you don't want to bring glass, but this was a short hike, so I wasn't worried about weight, and I'm very, very careful with it. But all my trash is going in it. So we're going to pack out all of our trash, correct?
Okay.
Unlike all the trash we've seen on the trail.
That was good. Very good.
Trail food is good, huh?
You drink a lot of water after you ate a bunch of sugary things. When you're on the trail. I'm gonna get my hat on. My bear hat.
And you can get your bear hat on? Fantastic. So her little spoon sticks out just a little bit at the 450 tokes.
And this is
But it's the perfect length to eat out of, you know, freezer bags or something like that.
And this is how we open and close our water bottles.
Okay, folks, we have a rare occasion. Typically, I do not recommend this. If you see a bear on the trail, you do not approach it. You stay as far away as you can. But we're going to do this for the viewers here. And as a good videographer, we would not typically follow the bear. We would keep our distance and zoom in. But this bear's on the trail, a rare occasion. I'm going to follow it, trying to be as quiet as I can, trying not to spook the bear.
Did you like that?
Yeah. Come on, trail. Can be deceiving sometimes.
I think it's over here. Oh no, I don't see anything black.
Continue. It's the trail.
I think we're lost.
No, we're on trail.
We're in lost land. I heard of that on something. Hidden them in. hiking on the trail. We're hiking on the trail. We're hiking on the trail. We're hiking on the trail when you see it very well. The trail. We're hiking on when you see it very well. We eat food. Here we go, carefully.
Time to cross the stream. She's getting her feet wet and she didn't do it before. We just crossed the stream as we're hiking on the trail. We're hiking on the trail, hiking on the trail. We're staying on trail as is marked very well.
Let's add some more words to it. Alright?
We just crossed the stream, a very lovely stream, as we're hiking on the trail.
We're going back to the truck. Dun-dun-dun-dun. 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 Dun-dun-dun. Yes.